Erika Record, presenting our universe of divider rounders. Erika manufactures the largest variety of divider rounders and sells them worldwide. This sales video gives you an overview of our many traditional divider rounders, as well as our new models offering so many advantages to our customers. We will first cover our round head machines, and then our newer square head or QUADRO machines, including our Easy Automat, and finally the all-new Super Easy Automat. Erika round head machines. Hand dividers. Our Erika hand dividers come in either 36, 18, 9, or 6-part models and include a stainless steel pan. Erika hand dividers are ideal for operations specializing in small volume production of specialty rolls or breads, and for operations that want to speed up the dividing process while achieving more weight uniformity. As an option, you can get a stainless steel base on wheels for easy use and storage. See how easy it is to operate an Erika hand divider. Erika semi-automatic divider rounders come in different models. They come either as a 36-part, 50-part, 30-part, 20-part, 15-part, or 7-part machine. These are fixed head machines, which means that the heads are not interchangeable. Let's make some rolls. You first spread the dough across the rounding plate. Make sure to cover at least half of the outside circular patterns. This technique will guarantee even weights and uniform rolls. Now you press the dough. Now you cut. And now you round. And here you have 36 perfectly uniform rolls made in just a few seconds. Make sure that the machine is hooked up properly and runs in the right direction. The rounding plate has to run counterclockwise as indicated by the red arrow below the rounding plate mechanism. In this seam, we are using a smaller piece of dough to make smaller rolls. We are adding some dusting flour on top of the dough. This technique often helps achieve a better rounding result. However, never put dusting flour between the dough and the rounding plate. You can see what happens when your weight adjustment handle is set incorrectly, in this case, too low. Turning the spindle higher makes for a higher rounding chamber or more room in which to round the dough. The product comes out better, but as you can see, it still needs improvement. The nipples in the middle of the rolls indicate that the rounding chamber is still too low and needs to be increased to a higher setting. Now you have acceptable rolls. Now we are looking at a 20-part machine, which is our model 7/70. With a weight range of 2.5 to 7.2 ounces. Absolutely gorgeous rolls. In this seam, we are making a Mexican product called concha, which is a very delicate and greasy dough. The result is acceptable, but you can see from the nipples that the adjustment handle was set just a bit too low. Sometimes you can improve the rounding results by refrigerating your dough, which was not done in this case. Since January 2004, our pressure plate has a newly treated surface. Here, we remove our new style dough ring. RH semi-automatic divider rounders. The removable head machines, or RH series, allows you to remove the cutting heads for easy cleaning. Since the heads are made of a lighter weight aluminum casting, they can be washed in a sink or pan washer. But the most important feature is the added flexibility. Now you can make products from 1 to 21 ounces by either using a 36-part, 20-part, 15-part, or 7-part head. These heads can be interchanged in a couple of minutes. Here we show you how easy it is to exchange a removable head assembly. We loosen the hex bolt in the rear, and now we loosen the front bolt. Now we go through the cutting motion to create a space between the head and the flange. Here we insert the long hexagonal Allen key. We loosen the bolt that holds the head to the center shaft of the machine. Here is the bolt. And here is the head removed from the machine. Each RH machine is supplied with a white plate that makes mounting of a head very easy. The ring indicates where you have to set the head. We place the head inside the ring on the white plate so that it is properly positioned. Double check that the red marker on the flange and on the head line up with each other. Then bring down the pressing handle and push the cutting handle to the right. Now you lay the hex Allen key into the groove on top of the head assembly and then push it as far as you can into the hex Allen screw. Now turn the wrench clockwise to tighten the head onto the center shaft. Now you bring up the pressing handle, and finally you tighten the 2 hex bolts. Then you mount the dough ring. Make sure that the pin on top of the dough ring goes against the right side bracket, as it prevents the ring from getting loose during operation. The operation of the Easy Automat is shown under the section Square Head QUADRO Easy Automat. This round head machine has the same interchangeable head features as the RH series. In other words, you can produce dough balls from 1 to 21 ounces, use a 36-part, 20, 15, or 7-part head, interchange heads in a couple of minutes, quickly remove a head for washing in a sink or pan washer, and benefit from the Teflon head and knife assembly to handle sticky dough. In addition, you eliminate the hard work associated with semi-automatic machines. Pressing is done by motor. You simply push 2 buttons. Pressure on the dough is adjustable, and it's important to note this is an operator-friendly machine. The ergonomically advanced Easy Automat makes your employees happy, and it will make you more money in the long run. The Erika Fully Automat Classic offers the most automation in the realm of round divider rounders. It is available as a 50-part, 36-part, 20-part, or 15-part machine. Here you see the machine on casters. Such casters are available on all Erika machines, whether semi, easy, or fully automat. See how easy it is to operate the Fully Automat Classic. You put the dough on the rounding plate and place it in the machine. Then you close the gate and the machine does the rest, pressing, cutting, and rounding. Here you see 1.5 ounce dough balls. And now we make 3.5 ounce dough balls. Here they are, and how easy it is to make them. And look at how beautiful these rolls are. Consistent uniformity, time and time again. So far, you have seen round head machines, some of which you are familiar with. Now we want to introduce the Erika Square Head Divider Rounders, or what we call the QUADRO machines. These machines are available as semi-automat, easy automat, or fully automat. All these machines have greater flexibility since they can make a greater variety of rolls and breads for you. This added flexibility not only means more productivity, but more dough in your pocket. Here you see the types of rolls we have become accustomed to making on standard round head divider rounders. These are square multi-grain rolls made by one of our customers on a QUADRO Folio automat. This same customer also makes the increasingly popular square ciabattino rolls, 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 inches. Of course, you can also make dough balls for flour tortillas, burritos, flautas, and pita bread. Because of our new Teflonized head and knife assemblies, we can also produce relatively sticky raisin bread. Other possibilities are cheese sticks or sourdough balls. Of course, these rolls are sometimes only divided on an Erika QUADRO machine and then made up by hand or on a molder. These larger ciabatta rolls have been divided with a 12-part knife assembly, 2 1/4 by 6 3/4 inch. The same is true for baguettes and ficelles, but they were then molded into shape with a French bread molder. Here we have an example of a raisin and walnut bread. In this view, you see the cut pieces on a 10-part knife assembly, 2 3/8 by 7 1/8. These are the baguette pieces molded on a French bread molder. And finally, the baked baguettes and their fantastic crust. So you see, with an Erika QUADRO machine, you can eliminate the need for a hydraulic divider. If you want to divide larger dough pieces, for example to make a large ciabatta, you need to use a 9-part head and knife assembly, not just a knife assembly, to get the best results. The same unit can be used to make dough balls for focaccia or an individualized signature pizza, which are then flattened out by hand or with a sheeter. Another application is the production of soup bowls or crusty mini loaves, which are put on tables in restaurants. There you see a typical knife assembly for 15 divisions with the wrench used to make a quick change. You have seen the many products that can be made with any QUADRO divider rounder from Erika in a minimum of space. With a semi-automatic machine, the operator presses, cuts, and rounds the dough. He or she is in control of all 3 functions. If you want to eliminate much of the heavy work for your employees, and if you are looking for more product consistency, then you should consider the QUADRO Easy Automat. This model presses the dough with a motor. Depending on the toughness of the dough, you can determine how much pressure you want to apply to the dough. Here we show you how to put the dough on a square rounding plate before placing the plate into the machine. You may want to add a bit of dusting flour, but never put flour between the dough and the rounding plate. We put the dough with the rounding plate into the machine and adjust the dough pressure dial. Then we push the 2 illuminated buttons simultaneously and the head comes down automatically. We wait for the yellow indicator light. Here it is. Then you cut. After cutting, you wait for the green light indicating that we are ready for rounding. You can round as long as you like. We now divide and round 3-ounce dough pieces using number 5 on the dough adjustment spindle. Look at these beautiful rolls. Now we adjust the handle to 2 1/2 for a dough weight of 2 ounces. Here comes the dough. Look at these absolutely gorgeous rolls. Square head machines will make rounded rolls better than any round head machine because we start out from a squarely divided dough piece, dividing with a 36-part knife assembly. Now we divide a very soft ciabatta dough, about 75% of water absorption, into 36 squares, 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 inches. This knife assembly has a weight range of about 1 to 4.5 ounces. Dividing with a 12-part knife assembly. The cut size is 2 1/4 by 6 3/4 inches, and the weight range is approximately 3 to 13.5 ounces. These pieces can be used for making baguettes, in which case the segment ridges between the cuts will disappear. You can also bake the cut pieces the way they are and offer your customers a rather unique